Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you guys can't tell, it's kind of late at night, which means it's another honest chat with me type of videos. The last one was on comparing yourself to others in the college application process. Today, it's gonna be almost like a response video to the last video, which was on activities that don't impress colleges. And I think a lot of people took the video the wrong way. And so this video is gonna be my supplemental video to that video, which is on why you should not ever do anything for college. So let's first rewind to the video on things you shouldn't do for college. So I think I forgot to mention a lot of important factors in that video, which is totally my bad. I think I should have brought them up. I think my disclaimer was already pretty long in that video because I knew like people were gonna get stressed, people were gonna take it the wrong way, but I did not think that my disclaimer would be insufficient, which it was insufficient. So let me just kind of talk a little bit more. So number one, it is totally okay to still pursue the activities I said in the video. However, in that video, I was talking about activities purely from a college admissions standpoint. So being somebody who applied to college twice, I was able to realize which activities actually made an impact on my application and which activities did not. And so the activities I mentioned in that video were the ones that I felt like did not really make an impact on my application. However, activities can still have a huge fundamental impact on who you are as a person and your personal growth. So personally, I participated in a lot of the activities I mentioned. I did varsity tennis for like 2.5, 3 years, and I also were parts of big clubs like the TEDx program. So these are things that are big and things that I said do not matter to admissions officers, which I think still is pretty true. But the thing is, it mattered a lot to who I am as a human being. I think I grew a lot in terms of work ethic, teamwork, and other personal values when I was on the varsity tennis team and playing tennis. And those values that I got out of that activity carry with me throughout my life. And I also ran cross country and track during high school, which many of you guys probably don't even know because I never brought it up. I didn't put it in my college application, but I ran almost every single day because it was my way of recuperating. I found that I could re-energize through running, but I was not a great runner. I didn't devote a huge amount of time to it. You know, it was just kind of something almost like a hobby that I did for fun. And so what I'm trying to say in the previous video is that those activities are not really going to impress colleges, so to speak, but they can still be important to who you are as a person. And just because something doesn't impress colleges doesn't mean you should stop pursuing or doing those activities, which now leads us to the essence of this video, which is why you should never ever do anything for the sake of college admissions. So the first reason for this is that the college admissions process is hugely unpredictable, and there is a high likelihood that you will not get into the college of your dreams. Okay, let's just be really honest out here. Like schools like Stanford and Harvard and all these really selective schools, they have about a 4 to 5% acceptance rates, and it's going down every single year. And just because of how small this percentage is, and even if you're a well-qualified applicant, your likelihood of getting in is still probably around or less than 50%, which is like a coin toss. Just like a coin toss. And so I think at least this is me personally, I live life by having no regrets. So if for some reason I didn't get into one of these schools, would I regret having done the activities that I did? And I want that answer to be no. And I think hopefully you guys can take on the same mentality, which is that every activity that you do should have its main purpose being self-growth, self-development, and developing values and skills that you value that will carry with you for the rest of your life, not just for an admissions officer who will read your essay for 15 minutes. Don't ever do anything for one person, whether that's in a relationship, with your love life. Focus on who you are as a person, and you have to be okay with your growth and doing things for yourself in order to finally give to other people. So I think just please don't do anything for college admissions because the admissions officer is only reading your application for 15 minutes, but you're spending the rest of your life with who you are for who knows how long you'll live, years. So please just focus on developing yourself, and hopefully in the process of developing yourself, you can find the sweet spot of what you love doing and what challenges you and what colleges like to see. So there is probably going to be a little bit of an overlap here, and that is the overlap that you want to pursue. optimally if you're shooting for one of these schools. And so I think that's where I try to devote my energy. Junior and senior year of high school, I didn't really do anything that was not true to who I am. I stuck to who I am, but I also added on the extra component of also appealing to colleges in a way. And so I think it's just having these two frameworks to select for activities. One, what you love to do, and one, what colleges think is unique and adds value to their class. And then you just find the sweet middle spot. It's almost like employment, right? Like you want to find a job that you love. So this is the part where you love. Employers are also looking for certain attributes. And so how you find a job is you find the sweet spot, right? With what you love and what the employer wants for their company. So it's the exact same thing for college applications. You don't have to do anything purely for the sake of college admissions. You should, at your core, stick to what you love and do the things that really put fuel to your fire, put fuel to your energy, and make you who you are. But also just kind of remember this extra aspect of college admissions, which was the whole essence of the last video. But I think I kind of missed this part of like who you are and what you love. So this is the video on that. And then to add on, for those of you who, have pursued a lot of these activities that I mentioned in the past video, which is same thing for me, I pursued a lot of those activities. For everyone on that boat, you have two options. One is to put it on your applications and just know that it won't really have a huge impact in terms of your admissions chances. And then number two, to just not include it at all and just know that you got a lot of personal value from the activity. So for me, for like running, I did not include that, even though I ran every single week, almost every day, a lot of the times. But I just didn't include it because I wasn't great at it. But it did definitely contribute to my personal growth, but I just didn't end up having enough space to put it on anyway. So I was like, whatever. And all I got from it was the personal growth aspect, which is far more valuable than an acceptance letter, at least in my opinion. So there's the second option. And the first option is to just put it on. So for me, I put tennis on, but I think it was like the 9th activity. So kind of just on the bottom of your list. So yeah, those are two options. You can still put it on. Just know that it's not really going to be a huge deal breaker. I hope this video kind of clarified things a little bit better. For everybody who's stressed, like please don't be that stressed. Like I know it's really, really stressful in the moment, but just stick to who you are so that you don't have any regrets when college admissions is over. You will still have gained things throughout high school, right? If you just do the things you love. So no matter what the result with college admissions is, the process would have been enjoyable and fulfilling for you. And at the end of the day, I think that's all that matters is the process, right? The destination is literally 1 second, guys. When you get your admissions letter, it's literally like a 1 second deal, right? Like you find out your decision and that's it. But with the entire process of building up your activities and pursuing new experiences and making friendships that will last a lifetime, that's forever and that will stick with you forever. So please remember that and don't ever do anything just for the sake of college admissions. All right, that's it for this video. I hope I clarified things. And yeah, I don't know. I just can't emphasize this enough. Please don't just mold yourself into things you hate for college. It's just not worth it. Not worth it for anything else. Don't get yourself into a job that you hate. Don't get yourself into a relationship that you hate just because it looks good, right? Please stick to who you are and do what you love and do what's fulfilling for you. All right. Yeah. Bye.